Nehemiah is basically saying, this is a big job. This is an intense moment. This is a season in which it's really pretty difficult. And so in this season, I need everyone to commit to serving one another. And it's real easy whenever you're discouraged and the things you're getting opposed, it's so easy to turn inward and to take care of yourself and to take care of your own and maybe even defend yourself against your accusers. But what Nehemiah is saying is when this moment and the discouragement sets in, you need to be a people who are serving one another. And that's a challenge. And it's real easy. It's just so easy not to do that. And if you were to ask yourself the question, how much of my life is spent investing in other people? How much of my life is spent taking care of the needs of other people? Am I a very self-absorbed person, or am I a very others-oriented person? Because when you become a person who's others-oriented and who has a servant mentality, that despair and that discouragement that was all of a sudden overwhelming you, you begin to overcome because there's something about serving others that takes discouragement and neutralizes it. You can see this in our church with people who are retired, but they didn't retire. They continued to serve. They're serving in the church. They're serving in the community. Some of these people are widows. Do you call a man without a wife a widow? Widower? Okay, thank you. I'm learning. We're talking here. See, widows, widowers, but they're happy. They're not disappointed. They're not discouraged. Do you know why? Because they found that as they continue to serve the church and they continue to care for the needs of other people, it overwhelms their discouragement. And I guarantee you, if you became a person who was so more concerned about the welfare of others than you were concerned about yourself, it will overcome your discouragement. There's something about generosity that God uses in your heart to overwhelm discouragement, and so serve. Imagine what would happen in your life if you became a person who had a rallying point, who had other people around you, and you became a person who began to serve others. What would happen in your heart? Imagine what would happen in this church if we together said, you know what, we can't afford to be a place that promotes discouragement and gossip and evil. We must be a place that promotes encouragement and service. And so we're going to jettison anything that's going to take us away from the vision, and we're going to promote and celebrate things which point us toward the vision and point us toward what Jesus Christ has called us to do. Imagine what would happen if we became that kind of church, and lost people came into this church and they began to see us have more concern about other people than we have for ourselves, and they begin to see us worshiping Jesus in that way. How much better would we be at evangelizing a lost world? How much better would we be at equipping the saints for the work of the ministry? It would be incredible. But it starts with a conviction and a commitment to answer the challenge and to serve.